everybody is part of it.
So our average meeting in a month, like we have a cyber topic that may come up, and it's what would be what I could say. Working on it. Okay, so where maybe something has to clear. So in diplomacy, you clear a lot of paperwork. Like somebody will draft something up and it'll have to go through. When we have to clear on something, it's not just one of us that clears on it. There's no one key representative for cyber. There's roughly here about 16 different people that have to sit down, look at a document, or meet on it. And they represent aspects of political, economic, law, Department of Defense, or a couple of the folks that have to kind of sit down. So it's a complex topic, and everybody has their own equities that they're fighting for or trying to discuss on cyber.
So if Todd is focused on something operational on this related to cybersecurity for the embassy, I'm probably not going to be much help for him. I'm much more of a customer than somebody who actually is focused on the technical side. But we work with Vietnam a lot in the ASEAN context, and so if we have a proposal for something related to an ASEAN workshop or ASEAN Regional Forum workshop, I happen to know a fair amount about ASEAN and the different structures working with ASEAN, and so I would take the lead. And I would, of course, coordinate with Todd, but there are so many different elements. What you work on is so different from what we work on that.
Yes, most of the stuff, as I mentioned before, my role here as a representative of law enforcement, we're much more operational. You know, we take the policy to figure out how to achieve our goals by working with them. So a good example of that would be if we have a transnational, say there's a cyber investigation, the victim is in the US and it's traced back to an IP address in Vietnam. Well, how do we address that? How do we work with our partners to come to conduct an investigation together? What laws govern me as a U.S. law enforcement officer? What laws govern the Vietnamese law enforcement entities? And how can we both operate within our systems and come together? So that operational side of it, the taking the policy and making something happen based on that policy is much more in our realm of security and law enforcement agency.
As the counter to that, I find myself challenged. I find myself challenged because when I first started this, anything that I did with technology or cyber with the organization was behind a hard door that you'd have to walk into. Everything I did was actually on paper. When I first came into this organization, I came in at 6 in the morning. I would have to print out all of the documents for our leadership. They would get tossed in a box, and we did everything by paper. Nowadays, I have office partners at Feng Law who her job, her portfolio, is to do outreach. It's frightening because all that outreach comes with a risk, additional risk. And she tries to operate within our policy in kind of doing that outreach. We want to make it easier for our diplomats to be able to collaborate and to connect. So now our typical diplomat, where used to they have nothing, they'll walk out the door with 3 to 4 different devices. You know, they'll have their device for email, they'll have their device for some classified stuff, they might have their device to read some documents on. Technology before we could have an issue and be offline for a day. We did things by paper, it's okay. Nowadays, if I'm offline because of a cyber incident where I have to take people off, if I have to turn things off or reboot servers, and I'm down for a few minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, I'm often in an office much more senior than myself trying to explain to my leadership why we're down, because we have roughly here 350 people that go offline that would not be able to connect to do their mission, whether it's